Hi, my name is Mohit, and I have 12-year experience in front end as well as back end. Back end means Node.js, not in Java. Java, I have little bit knowledge, but not that much. So we have Sarthak here, who is having more than 6-year experience in Java. They will analyze you, Vikas, for the in this interview. And for front end part, I have 12-year plus experience, though, so I will take care of the all the things on front end. How much experience you have front end and how much experience you have back end? Can you introduce about yourself? Then we will start our interview session.
Okay, sure. So,
Mhm,
as you know, my name is Vikas Naik. Currently,
mhm,
I'm having a 4 years of experience.
mhm,
And specifically, if I talk about Spring Boot, so in that 3 years, and Java 4 years, and
mhm,
React, I have
mhm,
1.5 years. And currently working in Infosys as a technology analyst. And
mhm.
my technical skills lies in Java, Spring Boot, Hibernate, SQL, and I'm working in a microservice architecture. So
So 4 year you have in back end, and how much years experience in front end you have?
1.5.
Oh, so 1.5 year all are in React.
Yeah, React.
Okay, okay, cool. But that's good. So, Sarthak, over to you. Firstly, you will check their backend skill, then I will start.
Sure, Mohit. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
thank you.
So, Vikas, tell me something about the project that you are working on currently in Infosys.
So currently I'm working in a FLX project that is belongs to Goldman Sachs client, and there we are enhancing and developing application using Java Spring Boot in a microservice architecture. So there we have multiple modules, and the application which I am working, so it contains like around 7 to 8 modules, and particularly I am working for a one model. So in that what we are doing, like we have a Kafka connection for the uh, whatever the data we are receiving from the upstream, like that is another microservice. So from that we are getting the data in a Kafka topic, and from that we are consuming. And some of the requests is we have made by the REST APIs also, like sending emails, or if any request come as a cache gap summary. So that information we are sending via REST APIs. And the calculation of the gaps, like we have a multi currencies in different region countries. So at particular country, what the gap for that currency, so that gap we are calculating. And the data which comes from the cash projection, there is one model. So that model we are receiving the data like 1 day 3 day, that is projection of the cash. So 1 day 3 day and 10 days data we are receiving, and that data we are consuming, and then we are calculating based on the threshold value. So there are some status there, like red, amber, green. So these are the threshold, and if it is like if that threshold trigger, so that time we are sending the calculation of that gap to the another team, and then they are taking the action from there.
Okay, yeah, that's great. Uh, okay, tell me some design patterns that you are using in your project or you have worked on in
So
Java. I'm talking about specifically Java design patterns.
okay, so there I have work for the solid principle, in that like we have 5 main pillars whenever we are developing a application, so that we need to consider. And also I have a work on a singleton design pattern, then factory design pattern, and along with that abstract factory design pattern. So these are the factory design pattern I have worked.
Okay, okay, tell me about singleton design pattern. What do we mean by singleton?
So singleton design pattern, it means like wherever we are using singleton class, so that time it have only one object. So across the application, we can get the same object, for whenever we are using that object, so that time we will get only one reference for that. So we can achieve that using like whenever we are creating a singleton class. So for that, first we have to create the instance of the class, and that is as a private static. And then we have to keep their constructor as a private. So we cannot reinitialize that. So that is the main thing we can achieve through the private constructor. And next thing, to access that instance, like that object, we can have a static get instance method, public static get instance method, and there we can implement the double check there we can implement, like lazy loading we can say. And if any multiple thread are accessing that, so we can have their synchronized block also. So we are making their condition as a if instance equal
Yeah,
to.
I got it because okay. So, tell me like how many ways are there to create a singleton class?
So there are, I think, two ways.
Okay.
First, I just explain, like as per my knowledge, like just I explain these one way, and another way is through the enum. Enum we can create a singleton class.
Okay.
Uh,
And okay, that's fine. That's fine. So, okay, tell me like after Java 8, now we can have default methods and interface, right? So, suppose if we have two interfaces and both of them have the same default method, and if we are we are implementing a class, which is like we are making a class which is implementing both these interfaces. Now, like, is it possible at the first go or not? Because as we know that multiple inheritance is not supported in Java. So, is it possible? And if yes, then what is the mandatory condition that we need to satisfy in this case?
So like if we have two interface and it contain the both same method, okay. So in the interface we can have that, because we can resolve that issue. We can access both the interface method using super keyword, like method interface name dot super, and then we can call the particular method belongs to the interface. So like
Okay.
that we can resolve that.
Yeah, that's fine. And one more condition, like in that class,
Yeah, in that class, what we have to do, like we have to override that, and in that we have to call that.
and that's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me the internal working of a hash map.
So hash map have a key pair value. Whenever we are inserting element using put method, so that time what happen there in hash map we have a one default size, that is a 16 bucket that starts from 0 to 15, and we have there two methods, that is inbuilt method in the from the object class, that is hash code and equal method. So from hash code, we are generating the index using the key. Based on the key, we are calculating the hash code, and from hash code, we are calculating the index. So at the particular index, we are storing that element. Then after that, if any other element we are inserting and it have the another key and another value, so we are storing that according to the index. But if the index value we are getting same, so that time what we will do, we are checking we are using equal method to check the key. So if the key is same, in this case key is not same, right? So how we are inserting the element in the linked list format in the same bucket we can insert. So like then next thing, if we are inserting another element, so that time it checks there again key, and if the key is same, so it will what it will do, like it will replace the that key value with new value. So like that it's happen in the hash map. And
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, got it. That's fine. So, like, what changes have been made in Java 8 or after Java 8, if you're aware of that, in the internal working of an hash map?
Internal working of hash map.
Yeah. Like in there are some data structure changes for storing the key value pair. Are you aware of that?
We are using a red black tree now.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, tell me one situation is there. In our case, the hash code method always return one and equals always returns false. If this is the scenario, then just like explain me how the key value pair will be inserted every time and what will be the issue because of that.
So if we are receiving a hash code as a one and the equal is a false, so maybe in this case, uh, duplicate values may be inserted.
Okay,
Like
tell me step by step. Like when we'll use map.put and we'll insert the key value pair, then how step by step things will happen.
so, if every time when we are calculating the hash code, so that time we are getting the one, and
Yes,
with one we will get same indexes, right? So every time it will insert there at one particular index, and another time if any other element we are inserting with the same key, so in that case also it is returning false. It means like the it is not identifying the key is equal. Like if key is also equal, it will send us the false. So that time it it insert the values in the that linked list, but it have the copies of key keys also.
correct. So it will store duplicate values as well, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, that's fine. So tell me, like, is it possible to like we can create a custom class? Suppose we have an employee class or a student class. Can we use that class as a key inside the hash map? A custom class as a key.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
yes,
we can.
then what are the things that we need to take care of?
If
How
we
to do that?
are how to do that, like I know we can use that custom classes in the hash map as a key, so that in that case we have to override the hash code and equals method.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we have to must override that. And mm, yeah, I know this
Yeah,
much.
that's fine. That's fine. That's correct. Okay. Okay. Tell me, like, what's the difference between a comparator and a comparable?
So if I talk about comparable, so comparable have the natural sorting and comparator have the custom sorting. In comparable, we are using compare to method that is built in that, and we have there one argument, but compare we have two arguments, and there um, yeah, is the manner.
Okay, no issues. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, tell me what is multi-threading?
Multi-threading, it is a process there we can use the thread to complete one process, and for that completion of process we are having a multiple thread that's running concurrently, like
Okay,
parallelly.
yeah. And what are the two ways to create a thread?
So there are two ways. First way is using thread class that we can extend with the class, and then we can use that class as a to create the thread. And another one is implementing the runnable interface. So with the help of this, we can implement the multi-threading.
Which one is preferred out of these two, and why?
So like it's depend on the requirement. Like if we are having a class that is not extending any other things, we just need their thread class. So that time we can use thread class. And if for that particular class, if we required any other implementation also, so in that case we can have the runnable interface.
Okay. What are the different states of a thread?
So there are five or six states. First one is a new thread. So in that case, like when we are creating a thread, like thread T1 equal to new thread. So it is that state new that is created there one thread, and then next state is runnable. So in that what we are doing like we just execute their start method on the like, object thread object and then start. So in that case like we have the runnable, but it is waiting for the cpu, and once it got the cpu, then it goes in the another state, that is running state. So in between, if we are using some another methods like a sleep, okay, so it will go in the another state, that is waiting. So uh, it waits for the particular time. After that time completion, or there we have another method also wait. So after any another execution notify, so that time it got released from that waiting state, and then
Got
it goes in
Yeah,
the running.
that's fine because I got your point. What's the difference between sleep and wait?
Sleep and wait. So in sleep, we can mention one particular time, so that is in a millisecond, and after that time pass, so that thread is resume, and it doing their it start their work. But in a wait state, what happen, like in wait state, when we are making any thread wait, so after another thread, until another thread is doing the notify, it is not restarting.
Okay. So out of these two methods, wait and sleep, which one is the method of the object class and which one is the method of the thread class?
So sleep is it is a thread class. Sleep is a thread class method, and wait is a object.
So do you know any other methods of the object class?
Object class we have a clone, then
Mhm.
toString hash code equals. Then we have finalize.
Okay.
So these are
Okay.
the, yeah.
What is try with resources in exception handling?
So, try with resources means whenever we have one condition, so in that condition only we are creating a particular resource, and after execution of block, at the same time we are closing that thing there only. So we don't need a finally block in that case.
So the resource that we are using in the try with resources, is there any specific condition that they should satisfy? Which sort of resource can we use there? Are you aware of this?
We can use their suppose we are opening any file. So that after completion of their task, it got close at that time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So actually, we use the resources which implements the interface auto closable,
Okay.
so that we don't need to provide the closing logic. They
Okay.
will automatically close. Okay. Okay. Tell me, what's the difference between put and patch in Spring Boot?
Yeah. So whenever we have the put method of the HTTP, so that time we are updating whole the row, and there we are passing the updated value. But in a patch method, what we are doing, like if we want to modify any specific field, any specific column, so that time we are using patch there.
Okay. Are you aware of circular dependencies in Spring Boot?
Yeah, so circular dependency means like one dependency is depend on the another and vice versa. So at that time we are having a circular dependency.
Like, can you explain me a bit more with an example? Suppose we have two classes. So, how circular dependency is there, and how can we solve that?
Okay, so if we have one class A and another class B. So in class A, we are getting the object of the class B, that is using at direct auto wire. So means auto wired B, and we are creating their object of that B. And in uh, class B, we have the uh, object of the class A, and there we are using same auto wire. So in this case, class A is depend on the class B, and vice versa. So it is a circular dependency. So if we want to resolve this problem, so we can use the lazy annotation. So that will resolve this. At any class, we can mention that, like it is a field level, like field level annotation. There we can mention that, like
Okay.
on the top of after the auto wire we can mention.
Okay. Okay. Let me ask you a few MCQ questions.
Mm.
So you just tell me what's the correct option.
Okay.
Okay. So, like, which of the following is a valid functional interface in Java 8? Okay, tell me which one is the correct function interface.
If it is possible,
Runnable,
Sartha, can you
string.
paste that question to the chat so they can check if
Uh,
it is possible?
no, like Mohit, it won't be possible currently.
Okay, no problem then. Hmm.
Yeah. Runnable, string, array list, thread.
Runnable string or release thread. Uh,
Which one is a functional interface?
uh,
Runnable, string, array list, thread.
runnable.
Runnable. Okay, that's correct. Yeah. What is the purpose of the optional class in Java 8? So, to avoid null pointer exception, to handle checked exceptions, to enhance performance, or to replace collections.
To avoid a null pointer
Null
exception.
pointer exception. Okay. So, which of these Java 8 features allows behavior to be passed as an argument? Lambda expression, generics, enum, packages.
Sorry, could you repeat?
Lambda expression,
No, no, question.
question. Okay. So, which of these Java 8 features allows behavior to be passed as argument?
Okay, lambda expression.
Lambda expression. Okay. That's good. So, in Spring Boot, which annotation marks the main application class?
At direct Spring Boot annotation.
Spring.
Spring Boot
Okay. Which Spring Boot annotation is used to create a RESTful web service? @REST controller, @service, @repository, or @configuration?
REST controller.
REST controller. That's fine. So have you worked on Stream API in Java?
Yeah, I have worked on StreamYP.
Okay. Can you share your screen? Suppose I'll give you a question. You can just write the logic or the solution on any text editor, on Notepad or anywhere where you like. So suppose we have different employees. So we have a list of employees, okay?
Mhm.
And the employees will have a date of joining, right?
Mhm.
I want to uh, get the employee who is having the most experience.
Most experience.
Yes, so most experience in the sense uh, who has worked for the most number of years.
Okay.
So using Stream API, how will you solve this?
Can you zoom your screen? I think it's not visible clearly. Mm, I think control plus for zooming thing.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's fine.
that's fine.
If you face any issue with us, if you're not able to recall that or something, just let me know. I'll give you a different one.
Okay. Mm. Mm, yeah, can we change this question?
Yeah, sure. Uh, so I want those employees who work in the HR department, and they should be female. So how to write the expression for that? Yeah, that's fine with us. So using SQL query, how will you filter out duplicate records based on the name of employees? Can you write an SQL query for that? So the employees that are duplicate, that are having a duplicate record, and we are using a name parameter for determining which record is duplicate.
Okay. Yeah, this will give.
Okay. Okay, Vikas, that's fine. So yeah, Mohit, that's it from my end. You can continue with the front end evaluation. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Okay, thanks. Thank you, Sarthak. So,
Yeah.
hi, Vikas.
Yeah.
So, we can start with the simple one first. I want to know how browser render all the pages. If you have any application, for example, Facebook.com, so how the browser is render all these things? What do you think? Generally, I want to know, okay, how do you think how the browser render all these things? I think, for example, if we have any website who's having HTML, who's having CSS, who's having any framework like Angular or React something, so how they render all these things in a browser?
So, whenever we are clicking on any button, so that time there we are having a on-click function
Mm-hmm.
listener. So through the on-click listener, it is calling that particular method, and
Mm-hmm.
in that method we have the API. That API is fetching the data or whatever the validation is going on in that function, and then in that we are mentioning the render page, and it will redirect to that page. That thing we are having in one file. So there we are mentioning all the routes of the particular page, and so that it will re-render.
Okay. Have you heard about DOM, Document Object Model?
Yeah,
O- o-
document.
Okay, what is it?
So whenever we are taking any tags, so
Mm-hmm.
it is considered as a object when we are mentioning their ID. So through ID we are identifying that, and then we can get the value from that.
Okay. In HTML, one tag is there, doc type. Uh,
Doc,
what's the use of that doc type tag?
doc type tag. No, I'm not.
Okay. So, what's your current project you are working who's having HTML, CSS, and JavaScript or React? Any detail can you provide? What kind of project? So I need to more analyze what kind of question I need to ask with you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the application, and
Mm-hmm.
in that different sections we have,
Mm-hmm.
like there we are displaying the graphs and
Mm-hmm.
data in a table format,
Mm-hmm.
and there we are showing some threshold value that we are getting from the databases, and
Mm-hmm.
next thing is. mm,
For front end itself, I want to, what kind of task you have done.
Yeah, so that time calculation I want to do there for the
Mm-hmm.
max retry. So if anyone is trying more than that, so it will get some error alert on the
Mm-hmm.
screen.
Mm-hmm.
So that task I did last time.
Okay.
Yeah,
What are the current version in you are using in React?
React 17 we are using.
Have you having knowledge of React 19?
React 19. No.
Okay. Okay. Is have you worked media query
Media query.
before? No.
No.
Okay. Okay. Explain the box model. What's the box model in CSS? That is much simple.
Box model.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, maybe I use that, but I'm not heard about this
Okay,
box model.
okay. Let me move to the JavaScript part. Have you know what is template lettering?
Template lettering.
Template literals. I think. Um have you heard these things? Backtick something. Have you work?
Uh, no, wait.
Okay. Okay. Describe event bubbling.
Event public.
Bubbling.
Event bubbling.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You. I think you have some basic knowledge itself. Okay. Okay. Start with the JavaScript freshly again. What is arrow function?
Arrow function. So um, arrow function is like there we are.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a lambda expression in that we are passing the argument,
Mm-hmm.
and we have the block, and in
Mm-hmm.
that block we are performing the operations,
Mm-hmm.
and then we are returning that method.
Mhm.
Like we are returning the HTTP page there.
Okay. How is it differ from normal function? Why we use arrow function? Why we not use normal function?
So in normal function, uh, we have the only calculations, and there uh, I'm not sure.
Mhm. Explain the difference between synchronous and asynchronous code.
Okay, so synchronous means like whenever we are sending the request, so that time we need to wait for the response.
Mhm.
And in asynchronous, what we are doing, like we are sending the request, and that time we don't need to wait for the response. So another task is executing parallelly.
Okay. Okay. Have you heard about course error? CORS.
Chords, COR, yes,
Cross origin.
cross origin. Yeah, I think it's related to some scripting we are injecting in the field,
Mhm.
and so that we can perform the any operation.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Okay. That's fine. Uh, what are the purpose of JavaScript?
so the purpose of JavaScript is uh, to calculate the things which we are using for the backend
Mm-hmm.
purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So for that we have the JavaScript.
So JavaScript is used in backend or front end?
Like it used in a front end only, but for certain types of conditions when we have to perform for
Mm-hmm.
rendering that thing to the page, so that time we are using JavaScript.
Okay. Can we connect JavaScript to database directly?
JavaScript. I think no, I'm not gonna.
Why? Why we are not connect? Why we need? So how we can connect our application to backend? Like not backend, simply back database.
So we need a Java for that
Mm-hmm.
to connect the backend through the APIs API we are mentioning in the JavaScript part.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then the backend is executing, and it connects to the database.
Okay. For Java, two type of databases mostly use. One is RDBMS and other is like
Yes,
NoSQL.
yeah,
So in Java, can you connect NoSQL database also, like MongoDB?
yeah, we can connect.
Okay, got it. Okay, let's move to the React part. Okay, what's the React hook?
Yeah, so there are multiple hooks like
Mm-hmm.
use state we have, use effect we have, use
Mm-hmm.
memo,
Mm-hmm.
use context, use ref,
Mm-hmm.
use selectors. So these are the hooks we
Why
have in
why we use hook? Any specific reason?
hooks is basically used for perform certain operation for the data, like
Mm-hmm.
whatever the data we want across the component.
Mm-hmm.
So that time we are declaring the hooks there, and that
Mm-hmm.
variable, that field we can use in a component.
Okay,
Like
so without hooks, we cannot able to develop any screen. Is it correct?
uh, I can say like before hooks also we can develop, but hooks is a like it is a very easy to use whenever we are maintaining the data
Mm-hmm.
state in the application, so it's easy to use.
Yes. Have you heard about two components are there in React.js? One is class component, other is functional component. So hooks are also used in class component.
uh, in class component we are using I think Redux we are using there.
Okay. So okay, let's move to the next question. How do you pass data from child component to parent component?
Yeah, so using use context, we can pass that
Mm-hmm.
data from the child component to parent
Okay. Which one? Sorry, can you repeat?
use context.
Okay, use context. So use context is like a state management, like Redux, you know?
Yeah, Redux
Mhm.
also there. We can create the Redux, and through that
Mhm.
also we can pass.
Okay,
But it is
okay, that's fine. Explain conditional rendering.
no, I'm not sure.
Okay. What are the purpose of React router?
React router is basically used for to route to
Mhm.
render from one page to another page. So
Mhm.
that time we are using the route.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's fine. According to me, the interview is done. I will share my feedback first. I think you need more practice on like JavaScript and React. Your concept is not that much good. As I think 1.5 year you have experience in front end, so you need more practice on these things. So that's my suggestion. So
Okay.
meanwhile, backend, I think so. Sarthak will share you the detailed feedback. Yeah.
Yeah, for backend, because it's good according to me.
Mhm.
You almost answered everything correctly. Your concepts are also clear. It's just that try to focus more on the practical aspect. So if we see your theoretical concepts are good, and so just yeah, get more hands-on.
Okay.
Yeah, rest is fine. Rest is good from my end. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meanwhile, React and JavaScript you can learn from my channel itself. I have detailed describe everything in front end itself.
I
Okay.
will.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. You just practice all these things. Front end is more easy according to me. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sarthak.
Yeah.
Java is a very vast language.
I need more practice.
Yes, yes. Just practice all these things, and I have not asked some logical question. So practice
Mhm.
logical question also if
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thanks.
your feedback.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Ravi.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone. Thank you, Sarthak.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Vidal. Yeah. Thanks, Mohit.
Thank you. Bye.